What's up, guys? Corpo24 here. Axis&Allies 1942 second edition, using Larry Harris's possible new setup. Going up against Hunter Jones. Thanks for the invitation, my friend. And I'm excited to get underway. So $41, I'm going to go 5 men, a bomber, a destroyer, and a sub. That leaves me with nothing left over. All my cash is spent, and let's go right in it. Let's do this right here, man. West Russia was obviously, I guess you could say, a disaster for you. I don't know, I got lucky, so I'm gonna go right into Moscow. I'm gonna take a gamble. You know, I'm just gonna go, fuck it, let's do it. So I'm coming in with a man, artillery, a tank, and I got a fighter in Poland that can reach there also. And I have one fighter in Bulgaria, Romania, that can reach there too. So it's going to be a pretty close battle. But if I could take Moscow and plunder that capital, that's huge for me. Up in Leningrad, he's got 2 fighters and 4 men. I'm going to come in with 3 guys. I'm going to peel off 2 men from here, from Belarusia, go up north. That's 5 guys. I'm going to bring a guy from the Baltic state. 6, I'm going to bring a tank from the Baltic state. And we'll bring 2 armor from Berlin. So that's 6 men and 3 tanks. In Ukraine, I'm going to come in with 2 men from Poland, 2 from Bulgaria, Romania, a tank also from there, and a tank from Poland. So that's 2 tanks, 4 men versus he has 1 armor. Let's see, what else am I going to do here? 2 subs. We're going to head north to C-Zone 7 from C-Zone 9. And from C-Zone 5, I have 1 sub, so they're going to C-Zone 7. Fighters are going to go into the C-Zone 7 battle, and I have another fighter from Netherlands is going to fly up to C-Zone 7. So it's 3 subs and 2 fighters. My fighter from Berlin, I could put him up here to the battle for Leningrad. And it looks pretty good to me. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Let me go over my work here real quick. This battleship's not going to be in a battle. It's going to stay there. Yeah. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 battles. So let's get right to it. Let's go to Moscow. This is a big one right here. He has an AA. He has an armor. He has 2 artillery. And he has 1 infantry. Up against the infantry, artillery, armor, and I have 2 fighters. So he gets to roll his AA gun. That's what the battle looks like. This is for Moscow. I'm taking a gamble. I just want to knock that out, and hopefully if I get lucky, I take Moscow and I get all that money. So we'll see what happens. Get the dice here. So he gets 2 shots with his guns, trying to get his fighters, and both misses. So I have 2 2s, the infantry and artillery, 1 hit, and I have 3 3s. 2 more hits, so a total of 3 hits. So he's obviously going to lose his AA gun, infantry, and artillery. So he has 3 2s. 3 2s. Oh man, he hit me 3 times. How about that? And he's got 1 3. So he hit me 3 times. So I'm going to lose an infantry, artillery, and a fighter. So it's 2 3s versus 1 2 and 1 3 for him. So here's my 2. That's a miss. And here's my 3. A miss. He's got a 2, hit, and a 3. So he killed me. So Moscow held. So good job, buddy. You won that battle. I lose 2 fighters, a tank, artillery, and an infantry. Okay. This is a smaller battle here. He has 1 tank. So I'm going to start off with my higher units. So 2 3s. Hit. Right there, as you can see. He has 1 3, 1 tank. Hit. So I take Ukraine, but I lose an infantry. So I take it with 3 men, and I have 2 armor. Okay, up here we have 7 men, no, excuse me, 6 men, and 4-3s versus. Oh, I'll put it on the freak. Screw it. I'll just put it on the battle board just to be easier so you guys can see. So he has 4 2s, 2 4s up against 3 armor. I have fighter. A total of 5 men. If I could take this and knock out those fighters, that would be huge. Okay, so I have 5 1s. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, boys. 1, 2 hits. How about that? And I have 4 3s. 1 hit. Total 3 hits. He's obviously going to lose his men. Leaves him with 1 guy left. He has 4 2s. 1 hit. And he's got 2 4s. 2 hits total. So I'll lose 2 men. Okay, I got 4 men. 1 hit. And I have 4 3s. Total of 2 hits. So he's going to lose his man, obviously, and 1 fighter. So Hunter has 1 2. Miss. And he's got 2 4s. Oh, both misses. That was brutal. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my high rolls to get the battle done with quicker. 4 3s. There you go. That's all she wrote. He has 1 4. Hit me. So I take Leningrad with 3 men, 3 armor, and I do have a fighter there. We'll move it in non-combat. Get a German roundel. I do have infantry here. Right, put it right there. He's going to move to West Russia in non-combat. And we have 1 more battle here. I have 3 subs and 2 fighters. Go up against a battleship, a destroyer, and a sub. So I'm assuming he wants his sub to fight in the battle because the sub could take a hit from the 3 German subs. So I'm guessing, Hunter, that you want that sub in the battle. If I had to guess, at least I would do that. So I have 3 2s. Actually, his sub goes first because I don't have a destroyer. So this is his for his sub. Miss. 3 2s. All misses. 2 3s. Total 1 hit. Okay, so obviously you want to lose your battleship. So the sub already went. So we got destroyer here. Destroyer. Miss. Battleship. Hit. So I lose 1 sub. Okay. So I'm going to continue. Assuming you want your sub in the battle still. Here's your sub. Miss. Here's my subs. Misses. And here's my fighters. 1 hit. So my fighters hit. I don't have a destroyer, so that hit has to go on that destroyer. Okay, so we already rolled for your sub. So here's the destroyer, 2 or less. Hit. Your battleship. Miss. Ooh. So your destroyer's gonna hit one of my subs, and your destroyer is dead. Okay, I'm assuming you want your sub to stay, so my sub, if it hits, you'll take it on your sub. So subs are subs. Red is Russian, black is German. Red is Russian, neither. No one hit. Okay, so we have 2 fighters. And I got you. And this is for your battleship. Hit. And that's going to be taken on the sub. Sub, is it a submerge? This transport is dead. I'm alive with 2 fighters in the Battle of Sea Zone 7. Okay, non-combat. Going to move these Algerian forces into Libya. Going to transport infantry and a tank from Italia into, yeah, let's take it, let's put it into Libya. Actually, do I want to, I'm going to take it, excuse me. I'm going to peel off infantry and artillery from Southern Europe into Libya. This infantry from Morocco is going to go to Algeria. This navy here is going to stay put. Let's see here. Okay, this guy's going to go into West Russia. That looks good. That looks good. These guys, this fighter, where I want him, it came in from Germany. 1, 2. Let's go back to Germany. These men, this AA is going into Poland. This tank will join the forces in Poland. Infantry and AA will go up to Germany. Actually, this man will go into France. Excuse me. This AA will go into France. These 2 tanks will go in 1, 2, join Poland. This tank will join the Poland force. This man will go down to France. These will be 3 men, 2 AAs. 1, 2, 3, 4. This fighter came from Norway, will land in France. 1, 2. This fighter from Northwestern Europe will land in France. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 3 men, 2 fighters, and 2 AAs in France. That's what everything looks like. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. These 2 men here will move into Finland. 1, 2, yeah, you could take that back. You know, it's all good. I can always attack it back. Okay, let me place my new units. 5 men. 3 of them are going into Germany. 2 will go to Southern Europe. Let me get some chips here. Switch this out. Get that green one out of there. I got 3 in Berlin, 2 into Southern Europe. Excuse me. Let's change this up. 4 men will go into Berlin. This guy moved to non-combat into France. These are to come back into Italy. 1 guy will go into Italy added with a destroyer and a sub. So that's 3 for total in Southern Europe. That's all I could put. And I bought a bomber, which will join my main force into Berlin. So overall, pretty good turn for Germany. Kind of disappointed about Moscow, but hey, that's how it goes, you know. You win some, you lose some. I still think I'm sitting pretty strong. I'll see how he reacts with UK. But this is what Germany looks like after round 1. And Germany collects, start off with 41. I'm up to 43. I didn't lose any territory so far. So Germany's at $43, and it is UK's turn. Thank you, Hunter.